What a performance by Manchester United. What a performance from Bruno Fernandes. The goal. The opening goal, absolutely scintillating. That volley is out of this world. It truly, truly was. A little bit sticky in the last sort of 20 minutes or so of the second half. I think the mass changes by Oli were correct in terms of personnel, but it took a little bit of the fight away. But the overall performance from Bruno Fernandes was amazing. Donny van de Beek. Donny be good, baby. Donny be good in the middle. I thought he was phenomenal in that holding midfield role for large parts of the game. Pass, move, simplistic, quick. Kept the flow going. What a statement he has made. Oli, play me more. Rashi getting his goal from the penalty spot, a well-worked penalty from him. I thought it was a decent performance from Rashford and Anthony Martial and Cavani. No more than 6 out of 10 performances. We'll get onto player rankings a little bit later. But that takes Man United's win percentage to 71% so far this season, which is pretty good. And that's the 26th win out of the last 39 games for Oli and his men, a 66% win ratio. And that's getting towards a calendar year at this level. To put that into perspective, Pep Guardiola's win percentage at City is 70%. There isn't that much more we can improve. I think the level of consistency we saw tonight, we need to see that in more games. Maybe that comes with playing Cavani as that number 9, because I quite like Rashford on one side and Martial on the other. We look very, very potent indeed. Definitely some room for improvement. No one's going to get overtly carried away because there's a long, long way to go. But I'm stealing KJ's limelight here. Vibes, absolute vibes. You've got to do it. You just got to have fun on the night, enjoy the performance, enjoy the result, and bask in it. What I will say on a serious note is this. The Bruno Fernandes slander is dead. The Bruno Fernandes slander is over. Not only did he score one of the goals of the season tonight with a volley from the edge of the box in the Champions League, not only did he get a brace, not only did he then go and give a penalty away to stop himself from getting a hat-trick, but to say, listen, Rashi, you deserve that. You won it. Go do it, my friend. Great leadership. He also only lost the ball 12 times tonight. He only lost the ball 12 times tonight. Well, he lost the ball 14 times if you include the 2 goals. You do realize that if you score a goal, that actually counts statistically as losing possession. But anyway, 14 times he lost the ball tonight, which is absolutely brilliant for him. But I'm over the moon. Tonight's show is going to be amazing. Make sure you stay tuned in. Smash the like button and share button now. We're going to review the game for 10-15 minutes, and then we're player tiering and player ranking. Chelsea players versus the Manchester United players from tonight's Champions League performances. And we've got a little added gem. We've got all the normal categories, but we've got GOAT of the Night. Who is GOAT of the Night going to go to? Get yourselves thinking and feeling on that one. But hit that like and share button. Bruno Fernandes, you're my guy. You silence them haters again. So happy for Donny van de Beek. I cannot tell you how happy I am for that young man. And a quick shout out as well before I bring the panel on. Well done. Well done to Dan James for getting his goal, because he's maligned. He's criticised too much. He's not treated very well as a Manchester United player. So I was very, very happy that he kind of stepped up and did what it is he did. And it is official. He has more goals in the Champions League this season than any Arsenal player. Let's see what the panel have got to say, people. Yes. We've got Elite KJ. We've got Jack. We've got Lincoln. Here. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll mute his mic until he comes back. There we go. I'm not too sure what man's doing at all. KJ, what did you make of the performance tonight, bro?
Good. We did what we needed to do. We took vengeance. That's what I wanted to see from them. I wanted revenge for what happened in Istanbul. We took our vengeance. We scored some good goals. The attacking play was flowing. It was good. And yeah, I just enjoyed the game. Man was just vibing out, just chilled. Even when they scored. When they scored, I was like, oh, they scored a goal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was from a free kick. Like what more can I can't really be shouting at the players or nothing like that for that happening. Overall, it was a fine game. And yeah, we move on to Southampton. Hopefully we can replicate this against Southampton. If not, then we already know what kind of team we are. So, like, just United fans. I saw so many United fans digging out players for what reason of Rashford, Fred, Martial, Bruno. Like, everyone, relax, fam. When we play a game like this, when we are winning, when we're up 3-0 in the first half an hour, just chill, fam. Just enjoy the game, relax. We already know we're in for a hard, tough season, long season ahead. So let's just enjoy the games where we can. Enjoy the vibes and that, you know what I'm saying? And then we can start criticizing and go through the weaknesses of our players tomorrow, innit? Right now, enjoy the fact that Bruno got a double, Rashford scored a pen, and Dan James, well done. You got your goal as well. So just enjoy it.
Couldn't agree more. Lincoln, what did you make of the... What? Lincoln, you got a big delay, bro.
Oh, sorry. My. Yeah, no.
That's hard, bro. That's hard. Try logging back in again, bro. I've kicked you out. Try logging back in again because that's going to be hard. I'm going to go to Indiana as a United fan here. Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, you were on the show over the last few days with me when we've been talking about the slanderous behavior of Man United fans. And it's almost like he's been watching YouTube and he's gone, I'm going to score a volley from outside the box tonight just to shut him up.
Listen, if he carries on playing like this every time he gets all this slander, I'm gonna start at him directly just so he plays like this. He's been outstanding. The way he played today was incredible. His movement, attacking from the front, defending from the front, running into the box, the runs he makes, just everything about that guy is positive. He's always positive, and I know people go on him about like the passes that don't come off, but he's positive. Like he wants to play these passes. I want to see that. I have no issue with it at all. And the stats back it up as well with Bruno Fernandes. Well, I don't know where it comes from.
You can't defeat him.
Well, on the statistics, and I know people want don't that stats, but it's 36 goal contributions to 35 games. And I said it when he joined, and I'm saying it again now. The best number 10 or attacking midfielder. I don't care how you want to quantify the man in world football. He delivers. Look, his second goal tonight, a bit fortuitous, but yeah, to be there. We've got a man like Neeks in the background with us as well now. Neeks, United victorious 4-1 on the score sheet. Bruno silencing the likes of unofficial pundit big time. Give us your thoughts on it, bro.
Yes, I'm happy with that performance. I mean, some people like to focus on the second half where we lost a bit of control. But for me, I mean, you're 3-0 up, you make your max substitutions. It generally happens when you make a lot of subs that the game kind of stagnates, etc. But this was a perfect lineup for the opposition and the group situation. We needed to get a win to make sure that we're in a good position to qualify going to last two games. Just need 1 point. And I mean, attacking wise in that first half, the link up of, let's say the front four plus what's his name, Van der Beek behind them. I think it was just brilliant. Like that front three, Cavani, Rashford, Martial. I mean,
can we talk about Cavani?
We can, but I think obviously we're going to look at it. We look at the dynamism of Martial and Rashford and Bruno. Of course, his goal contribution, whether it's assists or goals themselves. But Cavani's movement and link play as a proper number 9 facilitates everything, because every time he makes that run, the defender has to go with him, which means there's more space for Bruno, there's more space for Van der Beek, and of course there's going to be more space for the wingers. And I think that whole front four, up until there was a few substitutions, they can be proud of their performance. Van der Beek was sensational throughout the game. If we're honest, obviously I think defensively there was a bit of an issue, but as I said, the game situation, the group situation needed a win, and we went out there and attacked. And let's be honest, we won the game in the first half. Yes, there was a few chances that Istanbul had, but we had a lot of chances in the second half to score as well, and we finally got one right at the end. So yes, and that was a good performance.
No, I agree. On the Cavani situation, would any of you be adverse? I'm not talking 50 odd games on the bounce because of rotation, but would anybody be adverse to seeing Cavani start as a 9 with Martial and Rashford either side of him?
No,
it's cool. I remember when we had Lukaku, we was calling for that for a while as well, to have a number 9 with both those guys playing. For me, it's just one of those ones where we've got a very good attacking line, very talented attacking players. Why, I don't know why Ollie doesn't do this as much, but you rotate them, put them in the right situations for the right games. Like, I've got no problem with seeing Martial on the left if the game calls for it, and then maybe next week or the week after, like, actually you need Martial down the middle with Rashford and Greenwood starting because of the game you're playing, or maybe like, actually, no, Martial, you rest, I'll put Mason on the right, Rashford on the left, and Cannavaro down the middle. We've got good attacking players, and I don't mind
what I would say,
doing that, like changing it up.
In terms of this season, Solskjaer's been a bit unfortunate in the sense that we brought Bruno right at the end of the transfer window, and went to the international break. He hasn't played since February or something like that, so he couldn't just throw him straight in the limelight. Then we had Martial getting sent off, so we could only play him in the cup games. He hasn't actually had until today all 4 strikers actually available. Yeah. That's the one thing. So we had to play Mata, we played Dan James, we played I don't know who else we played on the right hand side, but it's been a bit of a mismatch today. Other than Pogba and Luke Shaw, I think we pretty much had everyone available.
Yeah,
and Scotty Mack. But yeah, we did in them attacking roles, and you saw the difference. And look, Greenwood looked rusty when he came on and made some poor decisions and everything. But you forgive. There's multiple reasons you forgive him. You forgive him because we were well in the lead. You forgive him because he's young. You forgive him because he's just finding his feet after a lot of turmoil from an emotional sense off the field with his friend and everything we've mentioned elsewhere. Plus, he's been injured, and it's going to take him a few games to kind of pick up steam. I did think when the substitutions were made, it shows how important, but we know how important Bruno is. From people talk about his only goals and assists. The gelling of the team with him in it is much better.
Oh, to be fair, I was enjoying Martial at 10 for a bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Like this, I was enjoying him picking the ball in the middle of the pitch, turning man, getting fouls, and driving forward. I think that's like his passing today was good, which is underrated. Which is an underrated part of his game. But I did enjoy Tony at 10 just for that last. 15 minutes in that.
And I get that, and there are elements of that, that I liked. So what I did like about when everybody was on the field of players, there was quite a lot of interchange. There's times where you see Rashford central or on the left, and then you see people maneuver. And Cavani's a very unselfish 9, just a lot to the right hand side, which is very, very good. And yeah, I was really impressed with what we did tonight. And as you said earlier, KJ, we avenged getting beat by them. We got the all important. I mean, these 3 points.
Wait, did you say avenge? So are we then the Avengers? Maybe
Avengers haven't gone anywhere. It's out, man. As I've said earlier, like this season has been such a weird season. We've won 71% of our games.
It feels weird.
But the thing is, I didn't do the maths. I didn't do the maths just after the West Brom game. But I was looking at the league table briefly, and I was like, considering we've won in the League Cup and the Champions League, we've actually won a lot of games this season, but it feels like we're like fighting relegation and about to get knocked into the Europa League. Like the feeling around the club,
we're on top of the table in our group, bro.
I know, but it's crazy. But can we ask Indiana what's he saying about Cavani? Because he's been beating the Cavani drum. To be fair, since
I've been beating the get a natural striker drum for about 3 seasons, Neeks. Like a natural striker, like the movement. That Bruno's goal comes from Cavani's run, taking 2 players out and attacking the keeper. That's where that goal comes from. That tapping comes from that. His movement up top, it just offers you something different. It creates space in behind that striker and allows those players to get in. Whereas Martial wants to run at them. It's a different.
It means Tellez can put a ball in the box.
It's a different threat.
Absolutely. And do you know what I thought was interesting with that as well? Again, Bruno's second goal. Yes, there's this huge error from the goalkeeper that contributes. But what puts the goalie off is the run and the movement of the attacker. If you've got Rashford there, that isn't Rashford's game to do that. Rashford's very good at other things. He doesn't do that. The goalkeeper catches the ball. I felt like we had tonight was 2 inside or inverted forwards, whatever kind of phrase you want to give these individuals, a proper number 9, and then we had a 10 who likes to go left, right, and all over the place. And it made it very difficult for them to control us. And something like the goal Rashford could have scored early on when he took it past a few defenders would have been great. There was a lovely pass through by Rashford, left by Cavani, by Bruno. Rashford pulls out to the right, scores, but he's marginally offside. There were so many beautiful little moments. And yeah, we lost a bit of control in the second half. But I also feel we did a bit of what Chelsea did in their game, where we took our foot off the gas. I think that's reserving energy.
Yeah, I don't blame the team for trying to relax a bit because the season is long and it's going to be very, very hard. So
and this weird notion of we should have just carried on full steam ahead for 90. I guarantee you, if we just carried on full steam ahead and an important player pulls a hamstring, it'd have been, why didn't you take him off? Why didn't we relax a bit? We didn't need to do that.
Yeah, that's
right. You have to do it. And again, I go back nostalgically. I'll say this. the amount of times I saw Fergie do this, I would say probably 100 times I saw Fergie do this, where we're 2 or 3-0 up at halftime, and you're like, oh, I'm looking forward to the second half. We'll batter them. And then the game finishes 3-0 still, and you're like, why didn't we try to? And then you look back and you're like, that's because we played in second gear. We reserved energy. We didn't need to burn ourselves out. Why? Because there's 40-odd games to go in the season, and it's important to do that. But
what I just hope is that what we don't get. I don't want to put a down on it, but go into the next game. We're probably not going to see this lineup in the next game, and the lineup's going to come out, and people will be like, "Oh, where is that player? Where is this player?" We have to realize that this was the perfect team for this game, and maybe we should have played against West Brom. I don't really care. In the end, we got the 3 points. That's the most important thing. But against Southampton, it's a different opposition. Yeah. For me, you're thinking they're going to be pressing you. Which players do you think can beat the press? Do we need to be a bit more solid in the midfield? He may bring in Matic and Fred instead of Donny and Fred, and maybe he has to move Donny into another position. Or Donny might be on the bench. Like, I just think we need to just take every game, every 90 minutes as it comes, and it's up to the players that are out there to perform. Today, the players performed, got the job done, and we move on to the next game.
Absolutely, and the run of games. We look at our fixtures coming up. With 3 wins on. What would be really nice about Southampton's a tough game away. Yes. Although I don't think there's no Danny Ings, that does help, but it is a tough game. Then we got Paris Saint-Germain, then West Ham, and Leipzig, then Man City. The next 5 games, and then after the City game, it's like the Christmas running. We play the 15th, the 19th, the 23rd, Boxing Day. So it's just relentless, like for everybody. But the next 5 games are massive. I don't think there's an easy game in there. But tonight, that's why I felt tonight was important. I felt tonight was important because it means there's less pressure going into the Paris Saint-Germain and RB Leipzig games. They don't become must-win. We drop points tonight, they and then we lose to PSG, which is conceivable no matter how good we are.
Yeah.
PSG. You could go into that Leipzig game after a great start. And what's really nice, I'm not going to count my chickens just yet, but we were all on here live when the Champions League draw happened, and every rival fan and the majority of Man United fans all said, you're going out in the group stages. In fact, a lot of them said that we might not even make the Europa League. It would be that bad. And we're sitting top of the group. Marcus Rashford, he was top for a while, but Haaland did the madness. Marcus Rashford is the second top goal scorer. Like, people always on his neck. Right now, he's the second highest goal scorer in the Champions League on 5 goals, joint with Morata. But what's impressive about Rashford, his conversion rate is 56%. He's scoring a goal in the Champions League every 15 minutes. The only player in the top sort of 10 with a better conversion rate than him is no one. Sorry. The only person scoring more goals per minute than him is Jota. He's scoring a goal every 44 minutes. Like, this season so far in the Champions League, Rashi has stepped up with 5 Champions League goals. Is quite a lot. I've seen we've had players like Van Persie and Rooney in our squad.
Oh, has Eden Hazard ever got 5 Champions League goals in one season? Eden Hazard, has he even got more than 5 goals in the Champions League?
You know what? Let's have a little sneaky look.
Anita will be on it before you.
We're gonna throw chairs. Wi-Fi's working now, but we don't want to look at that. I swear Hazard's only got about 6 Champions League goals, 6 or 7. Something like that.
He hasn't got much. I don't know exactly what he has. But
no, you're not doing Hazard comparisons again. Oh my God.
No. I'm just saying Champions League goals are actually hard to come by, fam.
But what's more impressive about it is the opposition he scored again. Yeah, he got 1 today, but he got a winner against PSG in Paris, and then he got 3 off the bench against Leipzig. Like, it's not It's not Ferenc Karos and I don't know, RB Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg. These are proper Champions League teams.
We don't know how far we're going to go in this tournament, but if you've got a chance of look, winning golden boots and stuff, they're nice little side prizes away from winning big trophies. If you're gonna, I remember when I did the collage and I put Rashford in it on purpose. Beginning of the season, I included majority of the strikers from some top clubs. I actually missed Haaland off, and I don't quite know how I forgot about him. And the amount of comments were, why is Rashford on this? Why is Rashford on this? If you're at 5 goals, there's 2 games left, by the way. He could end up with 6 or 7 in the group stages. Depending on how far you go, man's got a chance to win the golden boot in this. He won't, because I think Haaland's going to win it this year, because the geezer is just an absolute...
Haaland or Lewandowski, fam. Those 2 are robots, fam. Like, it's not even fair.
Well, hang on. What's Lewandowski on now, though? He's only on one goal, I think. But you know, with Lewandowski, he could have 1 week.
Yeah, he just scores 5 in one game because he can, innit? Like that's
absolutely. We're going to move on to player ratings. I thought more of the Chelsea contingent would have joined us tonight, but they haven't. We're going to move on to the ranking show here. Same rules apply as ever. What we are going to do is a little bit different with this, though, where we're going to it's going to be comparisons here. So we're going to be picking out the same positions against one another and putting them We're going to put them where we think they're going to be going in terms of the starting lineups they're in tonight. One person only can go into the GOAT of the night across both teams. Of course, I know the full squads are there. They didn't all play. Nobody get the knickers in a twist on that. But I'll get his interference again. I'm not sure what that is. So we'll jump straight into this. I'm going to go. We'll start off at the back. We'll start off with goalkeepers. And I'm going to give David De Gea to KJ, and I'm going to give Mendy to Ches. Let me
just say for now, I didn't watch the Chelsea game, so you can't give me no Chelsea game.
All right, no worries. Where would you put Mendy?
Why is Kepa there?
Because the whole squad's there. Because when I upload
I can't even see the tier list. Oh, my thing's bugging.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to zoom in.
So what you have is dead, bang average, better than most, balling, world class, GOAT of the night.
His performance today, I would say he's probably. I'll say bang average. I don't think he made any spectacular saves, but he done what he had to do. So I'll say bang average.
There we go. And KJ, David De Gea?
Dave, I was very surprised to see Dave start. Actually, I thought Henderson might get the shot, but he didn't in the end. He had a good game. I say he's better than most. He made the saves he needed to save. That free kick, there's not much he could do about that. He actually got there in the end, but boy, like the fact that he's over the line, you can't help that. So he had a good game, made saves where he needed to make saves, and solid performance.
And that makes sense.
I disagree. Personally, I disagree. I feel like when I first watched it, I was thinking, wow, what a free kick. But then when I watched the replay, when they were showing the goal line, he could have done a little bit better with his
Yeah, but it's not like he was completely. Yeah, but it's not like he was completely out of position like Kepa. It's like a couple of centimeters, isn't it? So
it was what it was. I'm going to go to Neeks next, and I'm going to Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to say bang average, to be honest. I think a lot of the chances we did concede, and none of them were glaring chances like 6-yard box and they should have scored, but a lot of them we did concede came down that area. I think at one point, Solskjaer had to ran at him about getting back in the defensive position in the first half. Second half, I think he kind of improved, but defensively as a whole, I don't think we were great, and I think he was one of the weaker out of the four. So bang average.
You're hating, fam. Sorry.
In fairness,
you're hating, fam.
No, to Anzabi, there's a comment you put in a group chat, bro, and it made me laugh where you laughed at Maguire's clearance, and I knew the bit, and I was like, he did that clearance because he got given a suicide pass by but
I'm not saying it was a bad thing to do. I just found it funny. That's all it was. It wasn't bad. It was just hilarious. No, I was vibing out, bro. I'm telling you, enjoy the vibe.
I hear that. Next up, Indiana. Did you watch the Chelsea game, Indiana?
Watched a bit of it, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you Ben Chilwell. Back past Chilwell.
He's got to go in average. I thought he had an average game.
Thank you. I thought you were going to put him in dead. Basket triggered.
I hear
that.
Saving
someone else for that.
Lincoln, I'm going to give you Victor Lindelof.
I'm gonna put him in bang average. So first off, our defense didn't have that much to do, but then he only had 45 minutes, and he probably was injured for most of that 45 minutes.
I would have put him in better.
I put him better than most. Like
personally,
that's probably a low rating, but then
but then he only played 45 minutes, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's probably
in that 45, did he make a mistake? No, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely fine.
Yeah.
I think he made a couple possible errors, but then he made that brilliant pass for Rashford for the penalty as well.
You see, that's what I'm saying, better than most, fam. You can't help the fact that
I would have had him there.
Better than most. I'm having my first pick. I'm gonna pick a Chelsea player. I'm gonna pick so we're not going to go through all the players. I'm gonna pick Callum Hudson-Odoi, who came into the lineup tonight. I thought he was balling tonight. I thought he looked excellent. I thought he took his goal well. It wasn't the finish was very good. It was the first touch from Hudson-Odoi that I liked. It got the ball out of his body. It put him into a good position, and he was able to finish it like no problems whatsoever. So I would put Callum Hudson-Odoi in balling tonight with what he did. Man like Aaron is here with us. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what we saying today?
Aaron, what are you going to complain about now, bro? Is the Champions League? Is the Champions League too hard for us, fam? You know what I'm saying?
Victor Meldrew.
You know what I'm saying? Is the Champions League too hard for us, bro? Is it still impossible?
What, to win it?
No, not to win, but to progress. like you're stressed, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, obviously, yeah, I was worried at the beginning, but Man United have proven me wrong. We're doing well in this competition, so I can only be happy in it. Today, great game. I don't know if you guys spoke about the game. Actually, I don't know if did you?
Yeah, we done. Yeah.
Yeah, great game.
Aaron,
for me.
I told you, it's the group of death, but not for us.
Yeah, we've been the ones doing the killings for so far.
Yikes.
So I think it was a great game. Bruno, first fantastic goal. What was the second one? The second one, it was a gift, but again, Bruno was there, right place, right time. Credit to him. Could have got a hat trick, but gave it to Rashford. Credit to him for that as well, because if that was me, I'm getting a hat trick. I'm selfish. I'm selfish.
I'm taking that too, bro. We're player rating at the minute. We're putting different people in here. We'll go straight to you with a Man United player, and I'm going to give you man like Cavani.
I wish I had this one.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm glad that he played today, because he was kind of the focal point up front, and I think we needed that today because a lot of our play went through him. He helped a lot in the build up. He held the ball up well. The passing was decent, was really good. It's a shame that he didn't get a goal, but I think overall he done pretty well today. I don't think he was bad today.
Better than most, then.
The movement as well. Everyone kept talking about the movement before he came, and today we've seen it again. That cross that came in from Terrace, he made that run to the front post, dragging the two defenders with him, which left Bruno by himself, and obviously the keeper makes that mistake. But the movement again, the willingness to go, to that front post and try and head it. I think it was good today. So I'm going to
He
put
never got running either. Did you notice?
Man was
He's
33 years old.
Is he 33? Is he really 33?
Yes, Lincoln.
What I was thinking about him when he was playing is the fact that he literally doesn't look like this player that everybody told us he was going to be, like dead. Like Gareth Bale's been running around, and you look at him thinking, your body looks done. Cavani looks fresh and alert and sharp. You can. That's one thing. It's an eye testing in football. Movement, your energy, your quickness. He looks like a healthy man.
But Terry, this is the thing with the FIFA generation. A lot of people saying that he was dead, washed up, don't actually watch him play. Exactly. It's just that he's 33 years old, therefore he must be dead and washed up. That's the thing. Like the guy keeps himself fit. I said last season he had injuries, but other than that, he's never been an injury-prone player. He's always kept himself fit.
Absolutely. So what category are you going to put the man in, bro?
I'm going to put Cavani in... It's a hard one because you don't want to be too harsh, but then you don't want to... Do you know what I mean?
Better than most?
Better than most? I'm thinking that too, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, better than most. I think he was better than most.
Yeah,
I'd have put him higher than that,
Well, I wouldn't say he was boring.
Indiana, you might have
that's the thing.
Whoa.
That's
Indiana.
That's all.
In a bit. And you'll be able to discuss that when we get there. We want to try and get through this. I'm going to go back to Ches now. I'm going to give you another player of yours from tonight, and I'm going to give you Olivier Giroud. We're doing 6 players from each.
He didn't play that. He didn't play for that long, but he got all the all-important goal for us. So just for that, I'm gonna have to put him in balling. Just because he got us a winning goal and he wants to leave, and all the Chelsea fans hate him, so he kind of done himself justice. So he scored the winning goal for us to sort of get through. So I'm gonna put him in balling.
There we go. That head.
And my Wi-Fi is gone, but I'm just hanging in there, innit?
Oh, he put power behind that
The header was brilliant because the ball was looping, the distance
Looping.
was out, and to get that kind of power in it, like that's
Mad.
not easy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a very
Exactly.
good header.
No, I totally agree. I'm going to go to KJ next, and I'm giving you Man United's fourth of the 6 players we're picking, and I'm going to give you.
Wait, can I? Yeah, keep going. I thought there's 5 on there, but that's because Pav
That's
put.
someone paid to have
Yeah.
players from each team, not the whole starting lineup. And if you want to add anyone in, you know what to do with them super chats. Same, you £5 anywhere you like, a player up or down, £20 put a player wherever you want. £50 new tier. If you want to do that, you can. You're free to do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna give you man like Donny van der Beek.
Yo, whack him in balling, fam. You know what I'm saying? Whack him in balling, bro. This guy, I love this guy already. He's only been here for a few months here. He's only had a few appearances. Why Ollie don't play this man more? I have no idea, fam. The calm, the calm, he's collected. He never loses the ball. He always plays the right pass. His decision making is top tier. Like, listen, he's something that we need to see more of in the United team. And with someone like Paul Pogba looking like he's going to leave, which is right for him and for the club, Donny van der Beek is one of the players that I would love to see replace him. I feel like replacing Paul Pogba, you'd need 2 because that's how good he is. But he is the one half of the player that can replace Pogba. And if we got a DM alongside Van der Beek in the midfield, listen, we could be onto something. So yeah, Donny van der Beek, man, my guy, my war machine, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I think he lost it twice today, if I counted it correctly.
Yeah.
He lost it twice
Right.
throughout the whole game.
2 passes.
Mad.
But for me, I personally didn't believe that he could pull off the role, and fool on me for thinking that.
Depends what you look at.
No,
Could
but
be wrong.
it's okay. Do you know what I mean? Listen,
Yeah.
It's okay. Do you know what I mean? Now you know, because this guy.
Yeah, no,
that's,
I know.
That's one of his strengths, apart from the passing and stuff.
On those stats, I was having a look at them. He lost the ball 9 times in the game, once through being dispossessed and then 8 misplaced passes. But that's fairly normal for the position he's in. Why I was saying
Fair
pressure.
enough.
Yeah, but that's normal because he's part. That's not bad. I mean, it's for those players that play in central roles, good performances. It's between 6 and 10 per game.
What was the percent? What was his passing success? It must be over 90.
Percent ratio. I don't work it out. He attempted 58 passes and he misplaced 8 of them.
That's weird.
Oh my
That's
God.
Good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very good.
really
That's
good.
very good.
That is really good.
Oh,
And the thing is, every time he had the ball, he just looked
Hey.
like he knew what he was doing before he even got it. That's what amazed me.
I love
That's
it,
what
man.
that's what we've
Absolutely
been missing in that position.
Yeah.
Like because Matic is the best out of the 3 that already play there. But still, sometimes he can dilly dally himself. But Scott McTominay and Fred, we've seen with Fred tonight. Fred played. I think he only played 2 or 3 bad passes, but Donny didn't make those mistakes in those dangerous areas. He was calm.
That's what I was about to say. Scott McTominay is the worst technically of the 5 that can play in there. Matic is good technically, but he lacks that mobility. And then with Pogba and Fred, both of them, their kryptonite is losing the ball in silly positions. What I like about Donny, he doesn't dilly-dally. It's quick, it's simple, it's fast. And that's what's needed in those areas. He didn't make those silly mistakes tonight. And then his first thought, when he's got the opportunity, pass forward into one of those front players who got hold of the ball. I think balling is a very sensible place to put him into. I'm going to go to Neeks next, and I'm going to give you man like. Who are we going to give you?
He didn't watch the Chelsea game, by the way, so he can't.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to give you Alex Telles.
Wait, that's all 6 of our guys, fam, innit? Or was it 5?
No. Oh, that is going to be him. We're going to do one extra one then. I'm going to give it to you. Bruno Fernandes. Where's Bruno Fernandes going tonight, bro?
Listen, you know what? I would love to. He was. If we're gonna just talk about the night, he was the goal of the night. But I'm not gonna say it was. It was actually a great performance. He was actually great, wasn't he?
He was very
Why
good.
am I placing it too high?
and
you know, I'm putting him down. I don't care, man. I'm putting him down.
Yeah.
No, I'm putting him down. Listen,
Based on tonight. Yeah.
It's Istanbul. I get that. But that goal that he scored, the first goal, like that was. I thought I was going over the bar. The way that he hit on the half volley, and it was past the keeper before he even realized. Like,
yo, Neeks,
he cannot be stopped.
Neeks, it was all roof blood, not even crossbar and down, fella. It was all roof of the net. You know how hard that is from that distance to get roof of the net, bro.
The interplay in that first half between him and Van der Beek specifically, and then obviously him giving it to the forward man. It was something to behold. It was brilliant. Van der Beek loves the quick passes. Bruno loves the quick passes. It was just, I love seeing it. He nearly got an assist with Rashford.
That would have been such a sick assist.
That would have been sick. I can't lie.
Yeah,
the build to that goal was mad.
He was a part of everything.
You also remember as well, though, that run in the beginning of the game, where Rashford almost scored that sensational goal. That was opened up because the ball coming to Bruno and he did one of these back heels. That was the Istanbul players didn't expect. They got suckered in, and it made the big hole for Rashford to run into. And this is the thing with Bruno. He is going to try those things in every single game. If you want nights like, well, not just nights like tonight, remember, 36 goal contribution in 35 games, right? For 47 million pounds, over 100% goal contribution to game ratio. If you want that, you're going to have to every game have 3 or 4 moments where he goes for a crazy flick or pass that doesn't come off. If you don't want to accept that, for me, you're watching the wrong sport, because Bruno Fernandes are the people that give you that flair, that give you those moments of excellence. Like tonight, Mason Greenwood made 3 or 4 mistakes where I felt he should have passed rather than shoot. But you know what? As Mason gets older and he develops, he's gonna frustrate us sometimes. But do you know how many great goals he's gonna score that are gonna get us jumping out of our seats?
And you know what it is as well with Greenwood as well. I'm not gonna be too harsh on him because I don't think he's sharp yet. You know, he's had a rough time off the pitch, and we've got to give him time to get back into it. And I think the best thing to do with him is, you know, to give him those little minutes like today, give him a small 15, a small 20 minutes here and there, and then let him, you know, get back to confidence, and then he'll be flying. Don't worry about Mason.
He was still doing it. He was still doing it. He was just forcing it.
He gave assist.
And when it comes to Bruno, when you think what Arsenal paid for Pepe.
Pepe Le Pew.
Do you know what I mean?
Man, like Nicholas Pepe soup.
Man, he's another type of food.
On top of that performance, as Just Looking said in the comments, he gave Rashford a penalty. Like he could have easily said, "I won a hat trick." And listen. I know people gonna say, "Oh, I would have taken it." And I understand.
It's not even that.
Go on.
For all I'm gonna say is, you know, when people like, "Oh, we gave the pen away for the confidence." Yeah, I don't care if they give it away or they take it. But
I actually love that he gave it away, because it's the same thing that Rashford did when he had 2 goals against RB Leipzig. He scored a 2, gave it to Martial, and he still got his hat-trick after. Everyone is thinking about everyone else. Bruno Fernandes did the same thing against Bournemouth at the end of last season. Rashford's looking for goal. To be fair, that was a bit risky. I think the game was a bit tight at the time, but Rashford needed the confidence, and he gave it. The cohesion that we have in our attacking lineup and across the team, let's be honest, is just there. The team spirit is there. We just want to be more.
I think that's brilliant on that. Cheers, coming to you for Chelsea's last pick here. I'm giving you Mason Mount.
Oh, I would put him in. I'll put him in balling. Like he actually played a good game today.
He did play well.
Yeah, I'll put him in.
Yeah, you have to be honest, man. Yeah.
No, that's not me trying to hate. I thought he's going to give him higher. I thought he played that well. I thought he's going to be world class or ball it or go up tonight.
The whole team tailed off, though. That's the thing, Kendrick. The whole team tailed off, and he was part of that team. So I can't put him higher. But for what he did, he was definitely one of our best players on the pitch the whole game. And people have stick to him for some reason. I don't think he's English. His English agenda gets on my nerves. That's another story.
Chaz, he came off though, didn't he?
He was balling today. Yeah, he came off to rest him.
He came off. Yeah, they were doing all right until he came.
Right, apparently Anita's coming to have us. I think you're in trouble. Chaz, you're in trouble. Your mum's gonna come and tell you off, fam.
We got some super chat here.
Don't shoot me in it.
We got some super chat here. First one says Bruno was the GOAT of the night, but whoever put Mendy in average needs to be arrested at least. Listen, bro.
A goal in, didn't he?
One sec, guys. You've paid the £5, so I will move him up the one place that the £5 donation allows. So I will move him up into the better than most category because you have paid that super chat for that, my friend. If you want to place any other players, let us know. Get your super chats in. Get that done. I do think you're being harsh, Ches, on because remember, this is not based on how good Mason Mount is. This is based on tonight's performances. I'm telling you now,
Well, I couldn't see the other team. What's the other team?
One sec, bro. If KDB, if Paul Pogba controlled that ball like he did, got his head up, and then played it wasn't just the accuracy, it was the way he got the ball up and to dip and to bounce with backspin so it fell into the that is just it's like a Tiger Woods golf stroke. The way the ball landed, it was absolutely impeccable. The pass is just underrated. Do you know why it's underrated? Because it looked easy. Because there was all that space. It's like, that's easy. Trust me. Like, I reckon you give the average viewer in the comments here 100 attempts at that at real time in a game. And I'm telling you, they might pull it off once. It was that good a pass. But there we go. People can move around if they want. Should United invest in Calvin Phillips?
Boy, listen, Midnight Vibes. Yeah. Calvin Phillips will feature one time. I'm just gonna say that, innit? Like, Calvin Phillips and my guy, fam.
I'm gonna say no, and it's not a slight on Calvin Phillips, but he's 24 years old. He's not a world-class defensive midfielder. We're looking at someone who can kind of just run that midfield on his own against all opposition. Calvin Phillips, for me, there's better defensive midfielders out there who can allow the likes of Van der Beek, the likes of Bruno, to not have to worry about the defensive duty. We were talking some time ago, we're talking about the likes of Kante. We're talking about Rabiot, Verratti. Calvin Phillips, I rate him, I like him, but yeah, not Manchester United.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with Neeks.
I'm a bit like a lot of those lads that are in that Leeds team. I feel, do you know what I feel is going to happen to a few people? I think that Leeds team is going to get ravaged like the Monaco team. By the way, I put the overall Monaco team better than the Leeds team. Yeah. And of course, there's going to be some gems, but there are going to be 3 or 4 clubs that are going to buy some of these players, and they're going to be just like Mendy, like Bakayoko. They're going to leave that sanctum, that team where it works for them, you know, and it just fall apart. It's like a bit like, what's his name? You know, like
Pinky.
Dortmund. No, Klopp's Dortmund. Look how many of them man left and went elsewhere. It didn't work. Like, only a couple of them actually were successful outside of that kind of unit.
We need. What I'm saying is, I would happily invest in the Yorkshire PLO fam. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
There we go. There we go. That's the tier as it stands right now. Actually, I think we're one Chelsea player short. Actually, I did that. I'm going to grab another Chelsea player out myself. So I watched their game. I was thoroughly impressed with Chelsea. And I'm going to pick someone out who gets a lot of rubbish tonight, and I'm going to put him in as being better than most. And I'm going to pick Jorginho. I thought he had a really good game. I'm going to put him in better than most. He weren't on Mount's level. You know, didn't do what the others in front of him did. But I thought he did really well tonight. We had Chelsea fans phoning the show prior to the game, telling me that, you guys, he's going to fuck the game. He's going to lose us this, lose us that. And I just thought, I don't need that negativity. But on with Man United. Oh, hang on. Chez, you're in trouble, bro. You're in trouble.
Yo, Chez. Oh, your mom's here, Chez. Look at her face. She's vexed with you, Chez.
Like, how am I able to come out of bed? What is going on? Chez, first of all, how are you allowing Mendy to be that low? And then you're there like, oh, yeah, he had a decent game.
I can't lie. I couldn't see the Terrace system, my first excuse. Secondly, I put him on average only because, like, although Rennes had bare possession, they didn't create, like, bare chances for them to save. I think he had that one, like, shot from the corner that was close. That was it, really, that's what I remember. So I put him on average. Better than most replies was the best player on the pitch. One of the best players on the pitch. He wasn't.
Yes, he was. How wasn't he one of the best players on the pitch? He was better than Mendy.
I think Thiago Silva and Zuma did a good job in like stopping that Karashi guy from having chances. So I don't think it was all like Mendy was any better than them. I thought it was all a collective unit. So that's why if you put me Thiago Silva and Zuma, I would have put in the same category as Mendy. Taking the Nick.
I promise, like, and even it's been a week these past few months, and knowing out.
That was Chess.
Is that neat? So I want to ask you a question. Who was better for you tonight for their individual team? Mason Mount for Chelsea or Bruno Fernandes for United?
Oh, definitely Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, he got the 2 goals and he came out of nowhere. Like, obviously, there's so much disrespect to Bruno Fernandes. And it's not warranted, Aaron, cough, cough. It's not warranted. I'm just saying, it's not warranted because he does his job. Like today, he basically came out and said, "You lot calling me penalty merchants. All right, boom, take a look." Like today, he had it all, man. Him and Van der Beek, like it was beautiful to watch. I won't lie. But Mount as well. Mount was really good. Like his balls today were fantastic. I don't even think he put a foot wrong. So Ches, putting him in balling, you're just trying to play it safe. Don't let these guys intimidate you, bro.
Wait, listen. I was backing pace. I was
even baffled when KJ was like, I thought you put him higher. I'm thinking, who's the Chelsea fan here? Like, what's going on?
It's funny because Ches has got a lot of mouth in the group.
Yeah, man, just bare couldn't go.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's end this. No, I'm not having that.
If I said too high, oh, thank you for having me on. Oh, thank you. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. I bet you don't let your boys saw you on here behaving like that, man. You get rinsed, bro.
I'm so disappointed. I got out of my bed and I said, "There's no
way." Wait, when I saw Anita say, "I'm coming," and I was like, "Oh, Ches in trouble, bro."
Wish she has a hoodie.
Wait, you know that was when your mom calls you like 6 times and you don't pick up. And she says, "I'm gonna come see you later." That's what that was.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what
that was a wait till we get home.
Yeah.
My boy, when I grew up on the estate, my guy Tyrone lived in the same tower block as me, the front tower block, Terrace Messenger Tower, front of the estate. We were all playing right at the back of the estate. That's where all the kids went and played. And I remember just hearing a woman's voice shout a name, right? None of us knew it. We could kind of hear it, but we're like, oh, what's that? He knew by the tone. He just got out, walked quick. It was like he was late. It should have been an hour ago. That's basically what's happened to you. I always remember that guy. Oh, he's getting beat when he gets over it, like 100% getting beat. So we followed him as he went through the door. I remember hitting him in the back, right? You heard the thud, but the funniest bit was like spit or something come out his mouth and went up the wall. It's just amazing. I miss like back in the day that was normal. Like, everyone got hit on the estate. In fact, I got hit by other people's mums and dads at times. And then I'll tell my dad, and my dad's like, "What'd you do?" "I did this." And he'd go, "Good." He'd ring them up and thank them. They've gone mad. Listen, everyone who's tuned in tonight, a massive thank you to all of you. Congratulations to Chelsea and Man United for their victories. We're all happy. I just hope tomorrow night City and, well, they're through, so it isn't really, they're pretty much through. It isn't really going to matter. But sets it up nice for a big weekend. Thursday night on the Terrace, the top 6 preview, Chelsea, Tottenham. I'll be reaching out to get some of these wonderful, lovely people. Oh, that's going to be such a fire game, especially after pretty much the whole of the Football Terrace was mimicked in that video by that company. And by the way, you know what I always say here, that there's these fake YouTubers who are really corporate companies. They're the firms I'm talking about. And you know they watch our stuff in it. Man's been waiting, but that makes the game even more fire. It really does. That's
getting clipped up. He knows it. Look at him. He knows it will happen.
There we go.
Shout out Irish guy.
Nah, don't shout him out, bro.
I was also
for what? You mad?
No, I don't know. Personally, I watching it for quite.
This is what your Asian bad vibes, man. Chatting up the ups, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Your friends close, yeah. Your enemies closer.
I know. You've been suckered in there. You think those kind of channels are real YouTubers? They're not, bro. You're just not. They're stooges, bro. They're stooges in the industry, bro. Don't allow it. What I'm saying. What's it? I'm getting bad play back there. I was also called out on another channel today. Myself and Goldbridge were called out for being like, we're the problem with Man United. And the guy pointed at, do you know,
they're coming with this again.
Yeah. But do you know what I was mad about it? Right? I commented and respected the guy, but he used 2 video titles of mine. One from back in March with Adam and Devo, where I said the Ollie out brigade are a disgrace, right?
Yeah.
And how can Terry go from defending Ollie to like 9 months later when there was a video saying Ollie out now, please, right? And then and I was like, see, the context of both of these things are mad. The first one was I actually wanted Ollie sacked, but I was angry that nobody was congratulating him for beating City. So actually the wrong way around. And this time it was literally a quote from a tweet that in the title. So that's literally the whole, my mind was named and shamed. My bald head was used and everything. But he actually just, it's like man didn't watch the videos that he criticized. That's my only concern with a lot of these things. Like, they actually listen and watch. But it was honored to be called out twice in a day on social.
You know what it is with these guys, yeah? You know what I always say about these guys, yeah? I said, yeah, right now you're pissed off because you're seeing us on YouTube and we're doing bits and we're doing all these things. You're pissed off. Now imagine if we're on your TV screen, bruv.
But listen,
You're
Aaron,
gonna see us so much, bro. You're gonna have to cancel your TV subscription.
But Aaron,
my
I
guy.
saw it.
Do you know what I mean?
I saw it in January when you saw people like Flex, big up Flex on like doing the transfer
on Sky,
transfer day on Sky. Him expressions, all of
wait. We've got one right in the. We've got one in the chat. Fam.
I was saying, Nia's on Sky as well. Like but if you saw the comments under those videos, how has fan channel people reached here? This is a disgrace. Shut up, man.
Because we're good, fam.
United fans.
Good. Flex is good at what he does. X is
They was vexed that they ain't getting paid to be on these things, fam. They just want to be that, fam.
Exactly, man. You know, it's funny. It's like there was a thing that was sort of talking about, like, on the guy. Listen, he made some good points in his show about other things that are wrong with the club. I just kind of felt like, the fan channel thing of, it's sort of an we're overreactionary. We don't mean what we say, and of course, there's elements of what I do as a host of shows where I have to be a provocateur. I have to ask devil's advocate questions, but that's no different. But the irony is, one of the channels that he cites as a football channel that's all about being informative is owned by the Sun. But like when you go down the pecking order, and that's the irony in all of this. It's like big global media companies that have departments that are shock jockeys, that have other departments that are like proper investigative journalists, that have other departments that are real informative kind of stat-based areas. That's because they're massive. When you're a small independent company, like, what do you want to do? And it is what it is. Like I say, I watched it, I commented and put a positive comment on the guy's video, like I always do, because it wasn't like he was outing me as a person. I just say that there's horses for courses, and we are reactionary because we're football fans. And
exactly,
and a lot of the channels that people cite this is a proper football channel. So, yeah, they're corporate-owned business. They are professionally trained journalists and presenters giving you information. I'm not. I don't want to be.
But Terry, the worst part about it is people. That's why I know people like to complain, because when you saw the likes of Martin Lawrence and Alan Hansen, who were just kind of regurgitating the same thing over and over again on Match of the Day, and shout out them because they built, they did their thing back in the day, but things have to change. And they were like, we need some new people, we need some. And now you see new faces doing, analysis, etc. It's like, we don't want those faces. So what faces do you want? What do you want playing, regardless who is there? That's what it is.
And Neeks, just know, what we're saying on camera here, these guys are saying it in the group chats, they're saying it in pubs, but they're just not coming out with it publicly. This is the only difference.
And that's what creates a lot of the anger with people. It's, I know as much as you, but I'm not in your position. The interesting thing is, I remember seeing some footage of Ian Wright behind the scenes at Match of the Day, and I think Arsenal had scored a goal, and he turned around to one of the runners on the show, and he basically shouted in a respectful way, he's like, "Where's my Russ tea?" And I laughed. I'm like, I want you to say that on camera, Righty. Like that for me, because that speaks to, again, when I'm speaking culturally, where I grew up, that's how half the people there spoke. So I laugh at it because of it's where I grew up. The problem is I do get that on a lot of people that watch Match of the Day don't come from the areas of the country that get that. So it is horses for courses. I think Match of the Day has got its demographic. YouTube got its. It's just what it is. But it's one of them things. Like my dad only knows about YouTubers because of me, and he watches them. Sometimes he watches because I can't believe the way you lot speak. I'm like, Dad, is it any different to you and your mate? You used to go in the pub before the game when you got top, and he went, "Nah, we were much worse."
There you go.
That's because you don't get demonetized in the pub.
I'm about to say, bro.
YouTube, fix that, please. Fix it.
Mate, it's done. It's dead out here. But listen, everyone who's tuned in tonight, massive thank you to each and every single one. And by the way, we passed 177,000 subscribers just a day ago. We're growing.
Come on
the way up. And I've got a meeting 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hopefully,
guys, it happened.
There's
It's
going to be
happened.
What?
Yeah, the 1K people.
There you go.
Thank you, guys. Oh, wait, listen, it's you, man. You, man, in the chat.
Agent Bad Vibes Lincoln, unfollow him.
Just for a bubble. So on that, so we've got some stuff coming down the line, but a little other announcement. We did it on the show earlier on today. If you want to get involved in the Football Terrace, we're going to be creating brand new watch-along shows, which is going to be one fan of one team and one fan from another, basically going head-to-head throughout the course of the game. We are going to be paying you to take part in these shows by giving you 20% of the show income, whatever that kind of generates. As an example, we're holding auditions X Factor style. Basically, we want you to send us in. You can DM me on Twitter at TFT Media 1 or on Instagram. All the links are in the description below. You can send us in we'll give you emails, you send them in. We want a video of you gassing something up, and we want a video of you ranting about something, and we want a video of you telling us why you would be good for the show. And I'll be honest with you, we're picking personality here. We're picking people with the personality here that can take it, because the show will literally be you and the other fan. I won't be there. Presenters won't be there. It's you guys holding it. So if you want to get involved, reach out and let us know. Listen, until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Good night. God bless.